Alright, we should be streaming. Getting set up here. Streaming on Thursday today rather than Friday. Because I've got some stuff going on tomorrow. Alright, looks like we're streaming. Don't know how many people will be here for today since it is not the usual day. But, see how it goes. Worth noting that next week we will be back on the Friday schedule and probably be a bit later than the past couple of weeks have been, since I will actually have work that day, which I haven't for a while. But, anywho, today we are probably taking on the Rocket Hideout in Celadon City in the game corner. And we may as well get started. Oh, let me rearrange my windows here so I can actually see chat as it happens. Okay. Assuming anybody shows up. All right. Let's continue. May as well just start. And we'll see if anybody shows up. Okay. So this is going to be a bit of an interesting experience, I think, since a lot of Team Rocket members have a lot of poison types. So probably won't have a whole lot of super effective moves against them, except for ground and psychic. So the Nidos will do well, and it's possible that Ostrich will do well as well. So I'm going to put Ostrich up front for the time being. Even though I think this guy has Eradicate or something. Anywho, in terms of what I think will get done this session, I think we'll definitely get through the game corner. It's possible we may have time for Pokémon Tower as well. I'm not really sure. Well, so much for that. Not a good start for Ostrich, unfortunately. I'm thinking right now there's kind of a question between Sneck and Ostrich who's going to stick around when we add a Ghastly to the party when we get to Pokémon Tower. Right now I'm leaning towards Sneck, one because we had a Venonat slash Venomoth in Leaf Green versus Blue, but also because Sneck is probably going to be able to crunch the ghosts in Pokemon Tower really well, so that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, Ostrich will probably be able to psychic them as well, but we'll see. Running some defensive, running into some defensive issues, I must say. People taking a lot of damage. But again, try to go as far as I can without getting any candies. This is a cool poster, by the way. Kinda want it. It even makes sense because they're Team Rocket, and there's a Rocket. It's also just cute. Grimer and Coffin hanging out, being buds in space. Let's heal. I think I'm well stocked on potions and stuff, right? Pretty sure I did that at the end of last session. Just now noticing that Sneck gets caught up on corners and walls and whatnot. It's funny looking. Alright, so the game corner actually looks pretty slick in this generation, I gotta say. In this game, it's got kind of a black and red and white / gray color scheme. Very much, you know, the Team Rocket colors, which is really cool. I don't want a nasty wing attack to come in on Ostrich there, so I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt. No, might not have wing attack. Ooh, yeah. Looks like we got free shot up in here. I may end up just like one Pokemon will take the brunt of the damage per fight, basically. And we'll just try to spread it around and only heal every couple fights, ideally. Yeah, I kind of wish there is a Team Rocket outfit. I don't remember when we get it, Hedgie. Because I know I have it in my playthrough that I did on my own, like my original playthrough. And I would much rather be sneaking around in Team Rocket gear. Team Rocket garb. Let's go Saitama on it. Hey, there it is! Speak of the devil. Alright. Let's go incognito. Alright. Here we go. And I think Eevee gets an outfit as well. Now, the Team Rocket set doesn't quite look like what the Team Rocket folks wear. Notably, they don't wear shorts, despite them being comfy and easy to wear. But I really like the jacket. That jacket is pretty dope. I like the way it's unzipped like that. Let's get... Yeah, it's like, it's not a bad look in general, although just the shorts in general I'm not a huge fan of. But, like, the hat is a completely different kind of hat, for one thing. The boots, they're not boots, they're just shoes. It's just not a very good disguise, to be perfectly honest. Norris, good to see you. It's going okay. We're hitting a point in the game where I'm a little more concerned about the restrictions that I have possibly getting in my way. Note that a super effective Psychic did only half damage to Coughing there. So, like, damage output and defenses, not quite where I want them to be. An idea that came to mind just, like, recently as I was thinking of, like, what to be done about the experience issues, like, experience shares Nito, Nifty, Keen. I'm wondering if I just shrunk the size of my overall party to, like, 4? More Pokemon would get direct experience, and their levels might work a little bit better. But then I'm really missing out on the coverage, the type coverage, which I kind of need in a Poison Monotype. Like, it's possible, you know, swapping out one of the Nidos, since technically they could both probably get about the same moves, but I like them both and they serve different purposes, so. Anyway, it's a struggle. I won't say a struggle. It's a little bit tricky. Oh, hey, candies. I think I can use these candies because I didn't get them from catching anything, right? What do y'all think? Mighty candies, which should be able to increase physical attack of one of my Pokemon. Yeah, Hedgie points out, Monotype runs do kind of limit your options for swapping in teammates, so I don't think it will, fewer Pokemon will make it much easier to get more direct experience. Oh, Golbam, you're just going to be kind of death fodder here, aren't you? I'm sorry. Yeah, I think, you know, it's a matter of trade-offs here. Oh, that's going to be... How many Awakenings do I have? Is it worth using an Awakening? And this Hypno is probably just gonna one-shot. Only 3. Yeah, it's okay. Oh wow, that wasn't even Golbam toughing it out. That was just RNG. Good work regardless, Golbam. Got in a crunch. A valiant effort. Yeah, I think what I'm thinking, I'll try to get to Fuchsia City without grinding, catching stuff. And when we reach that point, I will just have to do it because I need to do that in order to get into the gym. So that will probably be when I do a little bit of training. I could also, like, grind. Actually, there isn't really a trainer rematch available to me, right? So catching is grinding in this game. I too just leave money sitting around my secret base. Hey! Yeah, the amount of grinding I'll need to do to get to Koga is, like, not very significant. You raised a good point there, Hedgie, but I might just take that as an opportunity. I don't know. Haven't quite decided yet. Is there still an item over there that I want to grab? Whatever, I'll come back to it anyway. Yeah, I'll come back to it. Norris, what's your experience with this game? Slash, what's your overall takeaway? What's your overall opinion? Well, that's an interesting one. Not really what I expect from a Team Rocket member, but okay. Oh, you. Here was being like, haha, I can resist the electric type. I don't even need to switch out. That's awesome. I'm gonna use the Sonic Boom. Not sure how you're gonna feel about it down the line, you say. As in, like, you're not sure how well it will age, or how well it will stand in the pantheon of Pokemon. That's not really gonna go for it. Because, like, I think at this point, this is probably my favorite way to experience the Kanto region. I think I'm willing to say that. Paralysis with Dig might not work out in my favor. Wow, that was a stupid move on your part. That negates the speed drop from Paralysis. That was not a good move on your part, in fact. Although I'm not sure if it actually does that. Okay, yeah, so favorite way to experience the Kanto region. You know, the competition is actual Gen 1, Gen 2, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. And I mean, like, I guess we haven't technically had a formal game set in the Kanto region since Fire Red, Leaf Green. Heart Gold, Soul Silver themselves were 8 years old when this game came out. So, like, there was a lot of room for updating. And Heart Gold, Soul Silver still had issues that it brought along from the originals that it was remaking. But, like, okay, it's a kind of low bar, sure, but it's like, it's not damning with, I'm not meaning for it to be damning with faint praise here. I'm meaning for it to be, I like this game. I don't know if it's my favorite Pokemon game. I'm hesitant to say that about basically any Pokemon game at this point. No. I'm gonna have to go the long way to grab that last item. Like, even Gen 5, I haven't replayed for quite a while, so I'm not sure how it feels to go back without some of the quality of life improvements. But, like, you know, I have a positive opinion of this game. There we go. Alright, Heart Gold suffers on a replay? No, I won't believe it. I like Heart Gold. No, I tried to go back to Heart Gold, and it's, all those Gen 4 games are really slow. And they got progressively faster over the course of the generation, but even Heart Gold, Soul Silver, pretty slow. I think now's a good time to... No, I'll try to go a bit farther without healing. So, I mean, one thing that I really like about this game is the fact that it's on Switch, in addition to just the technical improvements that come along with that. I can have multiple save files on the same game cartridge by creating new profiles on my Switch. What a concept. Howdy, Callie. Good to have you. No problem being late. We're still only about 20 minutes in here, so. Yeah, no, this game is not for everyone, and that's totally okay. But I think, you know, I'm at a point where something familiar is very good for me. I know it well enough. It's got aspects to it that are like mindless but engaging enough for me. So just an FYI to people in the chat, since it's come up a couple times here, YouTube will automatically flag any comment in the chat that is made with profanity, and I have to like manually approve it. So just be aware of that as you shout. I think I can turn that off somewhere, but I haven't looked. That's probably a good thing to keep on, just in case. Dark Pulse, is this going to be useful to anybody? Snake, how's your special attack? Probably not good because you're... No, ASD is fine, actually. It's not great. Yeah. I think... Yeah, I mean, we got Crunch already. We don't need Dark Pulse on you also, so... So, Callie, I don't know what a plant table is. Are we talking, like, a literal table that has plants on it? Is it more of, like, a scientific table? Oh, yeah, Ghastly with a Dark Pulse, actually, is a good idea. So, yeah, when we get Ghastly, for sure. Yeah, definitely, Hedgie. Literally an old table full of ornaments. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. That's not good. I'm sorry that they took it. Yeah, Hedgie points out that despite us not having a actual game that visits the Kanto region since 2010, Gens 6 and 7 both rely on Kanto heavily. Gen 6 are, you know, Mega Evolutions were meant to make Gen 1 Pokemon relevant again, and then in Gen 7, the Alolan forms were meant to make Gen 1 Pokemon relevant again. So, they're really trying to push the whole Kanto thing. Man, they're not even like slick thieves. Not even stylish thieves that don't leave a trace. They're just jerk butts. Okay, yeah, and Sean points out the Virtual Console re-releases of the Kanto games definitely also, you know, reignite interest in Kanto. Alright, see you in a bit, Callie. Sean, I don't know this. What's this about a shiny or generator Ho-Oh? Could I have a shiny Ho-Oh and I don't know about this? And I think some of like the, the Kanto push, I understand being around the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, which I forget how many years ago that was, but they were doing stuff about the 20th anniversary. So I understand, celebrating the anniversary and using it as an excuse to try to appeal to older fans who may have fallen off the franchise. Is that a healing thing? No, I don't think it is, but I want it. Okay, so Virtual Console imports all of their hidden abilities. So if you shiny hunt Ho-Oh or Lugia, you can get shiny hidden ability versions of them. Cool. Shiny hunting in Gen 1, you can't. Shiny hunting in Gen 2 sucks, right? It's like, really, there's really nothing you can do, right? It's just a matter of soft resetting, because there's no shiny charm or chaining or anything like that. Oh man, only 2 days. I would have expected it to take longer to be a perfectly honest shot. Okay, that's true. I guess if you're a huge nerd and you know the exact stats that will enable a shiny in Gen 2, you can shiny hunt in Gen 1. So you could hunt for a shiny Mewtwo and shiny legendary birds if you really, really wanted to. Is it that precise? Because I know it's like a particular set of, I think they're called DVs in Gens 1 and 2. Is it precise enough that you can tell the particular DV? Like, just from straight up catching? Howdy, Harsh. Good to see you. Oh, don't do this evasiveness nonsense. Okay. I was about to say. Yeah, I don't particularly enjoy just resetting for something and feeling like I have no control. I much prefer, feeling like I have some semblance of control. So here's a weird thing in this game. I'm pretty sure it's the only section of the game like this. Where you have to... Where's the step stool? There's a chair. It's a swivel chair. Probably not a good idea to use it as a step, but... There's a weird, like, very simple puzzle that they added here. In no other Pokemon game do you ever move furniture around in this way, and nowhere else in any Pokemon game, any mainline Pokemon game, and nowhere else in this game do you directly control a Pokemon like this. And the most fitting comparison I've seen was made by Goldboy on Twitter, pointing out that Prism has several sections exactly like this. Yeah, I've never reset for a shiny. I've reset because I couldn't catch something and gotten a shiny as a result. But I've never reset for a shiny. I have chained for shinies in this game. Can I heal here? Oh, well. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you could have, just off the top of my head, Final Insanity, in the Sylph Corporation, you could have done something similar when you need to grab the lift key. That's all I got. Maybe somewhere in Victory Road, there's a strength puzzle, but you control Eevee. Maybe Seafoam Island, something similar. But as it stands, it's just this weird thing you do for about a minute in the middle of the game. A Basculin Harsh. A Basculin. I got a shiny Trapinch in Y just randomly, which was pretty neat. I haven't done anything for shiny glitches. I don't know the coin case glitch even. Does the coin case glitch work in the Virtual Console version? Because I would love to grab a bunch of shinies in the Virtual Console version of Crystal. Oh, gold, silver only. Okay. I don't think I have. I think I only have Crystal. I don't remember. I haven't bought. I haven't played my 3DS in a million years. Alright, let's take care of Jesse and James here. Who's leading? I forget, is this double battle? I think it's a double battle. I think I could have done something like that in Mount Moon also. Missing no glitch with the old man doesn't work on the Spanish version of Pokemon Blue. ¿Por qué no? Funciona en Pokemon Red? Alright. Let's gang up on that Weezing. Hope it doesn't self-destruct. Well, still a ways away from those last level up moves that we want. Sounded like Yoshi there for a sec. Alright, let's try this again with our other digger. Let's start focusing our crunches on the Arbok here. Ooh! Ooh! Not good. Ah! I'm sorry, Sneck. I was gonna heal you. Yeah, this could be a tricky encounter, amazingly. Attack. Really hoping this dig will KO the wheezing. Oh no. I wonder if some king puns could have. Alright, let's take care of this wheezing, turn this into a 2-on-1. Sorry, Callie, we can see your messages, I don't think people want to talk about their lives for some reason. I mean, I can tell you that I'm doing okay. I got my first jury duty summons, apparently. Sent to my parents' house, though, so I haven't had a chance to look at it. Would have been really cool if it had been scheduled for during my break from work, when I had a long time off of work, where I could have gone to jury duty. But no. Norris, tell me about this huge jabroni. Is he a grognard? Or is he something else? I'm just assuming that they're a he. Because that's usually, if it's a jabroni, it's probably a guy. Yeah, I'm lucky that I never got any jury duty summons while I was living down in Portland. Because that would have been really inconvenient. Because I never properly changed my residence to Oregon. But I want to know what makes him a jabroni. Yeah, no, adulthood, it sneaks up on you. Like, you're going about your business the ordinary way. And then you wake up one morning and you're like, oh snap, this is my house, this is my wife. How did I get here? It's a weird experience. Nothing makes me feel more adult than taking my car into the shop. Alright, I don't remember what he leads with. I think he might lead with a Rhyhorn or something. It's a good hat. Summoning 30 imps during the battle, rolling all their attacks out of it. That's not how the game works, Norris. Oh, here's a thing that they did. They actually included a character from Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Yeah, I mean, Archer is... he's making a cameo appearance, basically. He's... like... he shows up here. I don't remember if he shows up in Silphco at all. Yeah, Fire Red Leaf Green also, I think, introduced a couple admins, although I don't know if they gave them their special designs, and I don't think they gave them names. Heart Gold Soul Silver is where they really got their characterization. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, like, first off, I'm really curious about this, Norris, about how did he summon 30 imps in one turn? I assume that the advantage came from flanking. Because a player in my campaign that I DM recently summoned a couple of lesser demons with a spell and the blood of a humanoid that had been killed in the past 24 hours. But that was like 2 demons. Ah. Bogus, man. Yeah, unique bosses are good, I think, usually. As long as you characterize them. Oh yeah, the admins in the Sevi Islands quest are definitely the admins from Gold, Silver, Crystal. They just didn't have unique designs or names at the time. So it was a good little Easter egg. Okay. We'll all have the chance to summon up to 4 more of themselves. Okay. Let me pull up the stat block for Steam methods real quick here. So I'm really curious about this. Come on. But we can swap out. Okay. Golbam, why don't you do that? Okay, don't mind me just pulling up the stat block for Steam methods. Okay, the variant has a 25% chance of summoning 1d4 methods of its kind. Okay. Accident ally is summoner. Can't summon other methods. Remains for 1 minute until its summoner dies. Okay. So, a 25% chance of summoning 1d4. If rolls go very particularly far in one direction, you could summon 30. But still. That's, like, that's kind of funny, I guess, for a little bit. But, it'd be a pain in the butt to manage. I would have them attack in groups. You know, there's a website out there that calculates, you know, for X attack bonus against Y AC, statistically, here's how many would hit. And I would just plug the numbers into there. Yeah, so the beauty of the same hair color means that they're related theory. Now that games are allowing your player character to have different shades of hair, that means that your character could be the child of any one of many NPCs. It's worth noting, of course, that Ash does not have the same hair color as his mother. Valerie, you might just need to... Oh, well, okay. Oh gosh. I think Sun King Fun is actually who we want, so... Georgina, I'm putting you out just so that Snack might get a little more experience, assuming that Snack survives this. Let's see. Steam methods. What size are Steam methods? They are small, so... methods blocking attacks for us? That's not really how actually that works. Unless they have a particular ability that allows them to, redirect attacks onto themselves, which some creatures and some classes do have. Doesn't look like the methods have that, though. Now, it could be, if they wanted to be very silly, Steam methods do have Death Burst. So when they die, it explodes, and the people around them have a chance of taking damage. Oh no! So that could cause a fun chain reaction depending on what exactly the situation is. This is tricky. Nice, thank you, Snack. You're not gonna last another round, but this allows me to fully heal some King Pun, so I can be sure I get a Thunderbolt off and win the match. So good work, Snack, thank you. Man, I wouldn't watch Ultramoon. He switched to a Warforged range. Now, I think that doing a robot voice could be potentially interesting. I had an idea for a Warforged Druid. I thought that might be kind of a fun concept. But it's true, I'm not exactly sure what a Warforged voice would be that wouldn't get annoying. The Roll20 Dragon Heist series has a Warforged character who just seems kind of timid and modest. They still sort of emote, but they're kind of boring to listen to as a character. Talk while inhaling? I don't know what that... What does that mean? Was that? Is that what it was? Oh boy, okay. That was a rough battle, and it was only 2 Pokemon. Oh boy. Okay, what does Giovanni lead with? Please tell me it's a rock ground that Bellary can just whip. Callie, I've played Nier Automata. I don't know if I've said this publicly, but I didn't really care for it. I like that. I think it's funny that it's like, I get what they're going for. I think it's funny that they're cutting off his eyes from the camera for drama, even though the character can just like totally see him. Yeah, Nier Automata was a game that a lot of people really, really enjoyed, and it spoke to a lot of people on a very deep and personal level. I thought it was kind of mediocre. You know, as I had heard that ending E was like amazing and one of the most emotionally powerful endings in video games, and you know, an example of what makes video games art. And I thought I don't know, what they did for the credits was kind of neat, but wading through the repetitive dreck that was the rest of the game didn't really feel worth it. Yeah, Undertale is good. And unlike Nier Automata, it's only like 5 hours, so if you don't really care for it, which some people don't, you haven't wasted, you know, 25 to 30 hours of your life. Yeah, Callie, I forget if I mentioned this last week. Yeah, I think I mentioned this in the stream last week. I had bought The Witcher 3 on the PSN sale for 15 bucks. And I played a little bit of it. I haven't gotten any farther into it since the last stream. I do still want to play through it. It's just, it's a game that I have to devote my full attention to, which isn't necessarily what I'm into right now. Okay. I do want to play it and give it a full thing. Yeah, it was the complete edition for 15 bucks, which is, I think, the lowest that I had seen it. So I was like, heck, all right, let's go for it. Let's get rid of tackle. That's not doing any good. There's the Rhyhorn. Yeah, of what I played of Nier Automata, or not of Nier Automata, of Witcher 3, I don't recall if I mentioned this on screen. I did the little early game side quest with the Noon Wraith at the well, and it's like, okay, I've done, you know, according to his Witcher research, it has these weaknesses, and oh, actually, you know what? Let's go straight to Valerie. And I was like, well, I don't think I can craft that kind of bomb yet. It doesn't appear in my crafting menu. The spell that it's weak to doesn't seem to be doing anything in my attempts. And then I tried to, you know, find the flower that I needed to craft the thing that I could put on my weapon to deal extra damage. And I couldn't find the goddamn flower. And I roamed the countryside, ultimately just gave in, did it without it, and really sucked at it. And then I went to finish the quest and I saw, oh, the flower was in his front yard. Well, alright then. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh. Yeah! Yeah, Snack! You did it! Whew! Level 35, Golly She Willikers. Yeah, I think Snack is really making a case for staying on the team. So I'm sorry, Ostrich, but it's looking like Ostrich is gonna be benched for the time being. You just hanging out here, Archer? And when I'm a small child, you could just like shoot me with a gun or something. But okay. I've not grabbed the tentacle. I don't think I have the required fishing implement yet. I think I need to wake up a Snorlax before I can get a rod. I think I need to get rid of a Snorlax before I can get the rod on Silence Bridge, which will allow me to get a Tentacool. Or I'll need to wake up a Snorlax so I can get to Fuchsia, so I can get Surf, so I can find a Tentacool. I can get Fly here, though. Alright, so I think we'll have time for Pokemon Tower in this session, and that'll do it. Start thinking of Ghastly aims. Don't post them until we catch the Ghastly, but start thinking. I'm gonna put a moratorium. No Rick Ghastly. That is not allowed. We're not doing that. Callie, keep in mind that our current party has nicknames such as Sneck, Some King Pun, Golbam, and Ostrich. And Bellary, which is like actually pretty good and clever. Alright. Let's fly. Hello. Hi. Yes, I love you too. Okay, alright. I'll pet you. I'm only doing this because I watched a very sad Pixar short yesterday. Okay, alright. We're going. Yeah, I mean, I like Eevee quite a bit, for sure. It's just, this is a poison monotype run. If there were a poison Eevee... Did we heal already? If there were a poison Neon, you know, I'd go for it, but... You know what? I really like the aesthetic of Lavender Town in this game. I think the fact that they have these very noticeable shadows accompanying, you know, the purple flowers and kind of the darker pavement tone and the grass, it adds to, you know, it creates this solemn, calm ambiance that I think really works for the town. Venomion. Yeah, for the most part, I feel like a lot of the Pokemon aesthetic outside of Heart Gold Soul Silver is kind of bland, but I think they did a really good job with Lavender there. Alright, let's get ready to catch ourselves a Ghastly. Or hell, maybe a Haunter, who knows? Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I see 3 Pokemon on screen right now, a Ghastly, and a Haunter. I'm gonna roll a d6. On a 1 to 4, it's a Ghastly. On a 5 or 6, it's Haunter. Rolling. It's a 6. We're going for the Haunter. Unless it disappears. Oh, no, it didn't. Never mind. Okay, whatever. Whatever shows up. Oh! I guess that was... They only appeared for the sake of the cutscene. Never mind. Yeah, Haunter's huge. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Coliseum, you know, it being GameCube game, just it looks a little bit dated, but I think on the whole, it had grit and character. Black and White's art style is fine. Heart Gold Soul Silver's art style is good. Okay, we're actually a little bit better leveled for the tower than we are for the hideout. Interesting. Okay. So you can start posting the Ghastly names, and again, I take the first one that appears. Once the gotcha Ghastly was caught message appears, or whatever the exact text is for this game. Alright, where's my Ghastly? Where's my gas friend? There it is! It's huge! Alright, Berry. Excellent. Oh no! And I'll get... Oh no! I really want to use a Pokeball because I don't like how Great Balls look. Oh, well, alright, not that Ghastly. We'll try again. I really don't like how Great Balls look. I avoid using them whenever possible. Ultra Balls are better, and I have plenty, but I also like the consistency of using all Pokeballs. Alright, this one ain't huge. But we'll go for it anyway. Level 31, howdy. Excellent. Post! Post, post, post! Gastrodon! It's Gastrodon! I was not expecting Gastrodon, but I kinda love it. Alright. So, Ostrich, you're swapping out, unfortunately. I kind of love it. It's pretty dumb, but I love it. Alright, let's teach our new Gastrodon Dark Pulse. And maybe anything else. Oh, already knows it! Already knows it! Awesome. Anything else? Psychic, probably not bad on a Gastrodon. This is already a pretty good moveset. I think probably get rid of Sucker Punch, but that's already a good moveset. Boy howdy, what do you think? Is Sucker Punch physical? Yeah, it's physical. That's get rid of Sucker Punch. Anything else that we should teach right now? Man, even Thunderbolt would be dope on Gastrodon. Look at that, it's so good. Great moveset. But we got Thunderbolt elsewhere, so... do we have any rare candies? Because we could evolve Gastrodon right now into a Haunter. But I think I'll save them for when I really need them. But let's put Gastrodon out to play here. This is gonna be dope as heck. Let's have Snet crunch some dudes. Alright, I think this is gonna go well. I think it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep Thunderbolt in the back of my mind as a possibility. So you know what? Gastrodon is freaking tougher than all these trainer Ghastlies. Why don't we put Gastrodon out front and see how it goes? Just for a little while. Snack still needs a couple levels, but... Harsh found a glitch. What's the glitch? Give me the deets. Okay, Wrap works on... Wrap doesn't work on Gengar, but the Wrap Hacks effect still works. Interesting. Not what I would expect. Yeah! I just realized that every attacking move that Gastrodon has is super effective against the Ghastly and Haunter in here. This is gonna go well. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's a useful glitch to know about, Harsh. That's pretty dope. Oh, Ghastly, what you got? Wah! Very large Haunter there. I mean, Ghastly in general, kind of a goofy looking little dude. But I like him. I think I like this about Ghastly, that its eyes don't match up with the, like, dark orb that is its core. It matches, you know, its full gaseous form. But you can still see behind. So it's like, It's weird and doesn't quite make physical sense, and I think that's perfect. So good. And I'm really excited for when he evolves. I'll get to ride around on a Haunter. I think Gastrodon will just be able to sweep pretty much this entire tower. Which, in terms of, like, gameplay design, a little weird. That you can just catch a Pokemon and have it sweep the entire tower, no problem. That's a little bit weird. But, like, okay. It's weird that the wild Ghastly are significantly stronger than the trainer Ghastly. Yeah, I considered giving it the rare candy, Sean, but I'm saving those rare candies just in case I really need them at some point. Because I got 2. Teleport. But there may come a moment when I, like, really need a couple more levels. Haunter! Also getting a cool $1,000 Poké Dollars from each of these trainers. I don't think there's anything like Wonder Trade in this, Callie, which is unfortunate because Wonder Trade is dope. If there is something like Wonder Trade, I can't use it because I do not have Nintendo Switch Online. And I don't really intend to get it. I'll admit, seeing Tetris 99 in action was like, I'd be sort of interested in playing that, but I don't know if it's something I'd invest a lot of time in. And as it stands, this is the only game I might use, like, online for. And it would be to turn Gastrodon into a into a Gengar, and that's about it. When are we gonna get Yoshi's Cookie 99 is the real question, actually. So one interesting thing about this dungeon, and by interesting I mean interesting in that it's not interesting, is that, you know, in the original games, Ghastly line was the only Ghastly, was the only ghost Pokemon line. And so having an entire dungeon centered around them gets really repetitive. Because you're just fighting the same exact Pokemon over and over and over. Whew. Close one. And it's like, it's a really memorable set piece, but pretty repetitive. And I guess, you know, if the fact that they were immune to normal type moves was more of a problem, it might be a little bit more interesting. But as it stands, I could use some Mischievous and, you know, Duskull and Banette and whatnot in here. Shop it. Let me out, let me out. There we go. Zombies. Yeah, Morty's Gym and Gen 2, also a bit weird in that regard, for sure. I feel like now that there are tons of Pokemon of every type, they can get a little bit more flexible with teams and whatnot. But certain early gens are like, really? You picked a ghost theme here? Like, Jasmine could have had a Skarmory instead of 3 Magnemites. Bruno is still unclear about what exactly his theme is. Actually, I think he might be better in this game. I don't remember. I'm not sure what my plans for after this stream are. Because I feel like I would want to stream stream something that I'm familiar with rather than something that I'm experiencing for the first time, because the stream really affects the first time experience, so I don't want it to do that for something. Ooh. I have not decided. Maybe Ultra Moon. I don't know. Let's lead with Golbam and Sneck here. Can I move around on my cool ghostly friend in here? Drifblim! I want a Drifblim. Yeah, Flint in Gen 4 also weird. There's an Ice Stone, not to be confused with the Icy Stone, or the Icy Rock, or whatever it is. Yeah, so Gastrodon, OP, please nerf. But now that Gastrodon has evolved, let's get crunchy. Both Snecken and Golbam will be able to crunch their way through the rest of this dungeon pretty well. Ah yes, Fire Fang, the most OP move in Gen 4, as you'll recall, because it is the only thing that can hit Wonder Tomb. Oh man, I don't even remember Volkner having an Ambipom. Was that Platinum? Yeah, one downside I would say of this game is that I really wish they had, you know, expanded the roster of the region a little bit. You know, bring in Cleffa and Bellossom and Crobat and other, you know, evolutionarily related Pokemon to Gen 1 Pokemon. Yeah, Octillery, I remember. Octillery was dope. And I think, Hedgie, on that topic, I feel like having gyms themed around something other than type could be an interesting way to kind of add variety. I think, you know, Norman's gym tries to do all of this in Gen 3 by having, this is the attack room, this is the defense room, this is the accuracy room. And I think maybe, allegedly, Misty in this game has an all-out offensive with Water-type Pokemon. Maybe she's really offensively oriented, whereas Brock is more defensively oriented. But it really just kind of comes down to type. A weather gimmick, or like, you know, some synergy, maybe a baton pass-based gym. Or, you know, something based around stat ups. Or paralyzing the opponent. Again, Koga a little bit is like poison and sleep, but again, comes about a little bit more through type. Actually, you know what? I will give Koga credit. A lot of psychic types in his poison type gym, because he's meant to be poison and sleep themed. I mean, Let's Go Johto would still have a lot of Pokemon that wouldn't be in this game had they expanded the roster a little bit, because there's still a lot of Pokemon that were not evolutionarily related. Yeah, so Sun and Moon introduces, you know, with their totem Pokemon and whatnot, you know, the opponent will just start with a stat boost, and it feels a little bit gamey. But on the other hand, it's like, you know, automatically puts them into boss tier status. So I think I'm on board with like the totem Pokemon approach. Alright, let's do the thing. Wait, why does it need a third one? That's so weird. You already have two lenses. Why do you need a third one? That there isn't even an eye there. I've not seen the credits in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon because I have not beaten those games. I do like that Himholtz adopts the Cubone. I think that's neat. It makes the story feel just a little bit more active. Oh no, I'm trapped. Oh. Yeah, the one where Hypno kidnaps a kid is a little bit creepy. A little bit bringing a small child into the woods, but hey! Okay, if I remember right, this is a little bit more direct than the original games about implying Mr. Fuji's role in the whole Mewtwo research thing. Which I believe in the originals was only really discussed on Cinemar. So Yeah, Sevi Islands, the first 3 are like, eh. The last 4 are, hello, look at these camp or these Johto Pokemon that we included. All right, I'm gonna go for a more stat-based approach here. Yeah, frickin' Sun and Moon Pokedex has some really good stuff in it. Okay, no abilities, so no shed skin or anything. So that Arbok is going to stay paralyzed. Yeah, I wanna check out the Sevi Islands again. I haven't been there in a while. I'm curious what they're like. Nice, nice. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're doing that thing where you do what I did. Gastrodon could just kick their asses with Psychic, but let's do something a little bit more creative. Let's take care of their Arbok. It's damage dealer. That's not what I want. There we go. Actually, let's dig on the Arbok. We should be able to outspeed it, right? It's paralyzed. So as it stands, everybody is paralyzed except Dora Jr. Yeah, I think their use of Braille in Gen 3 is ironic, because Braille is specifically, you know, a type of writing designed for those who cannot see or have trouble seeing. And so it can be, you know, read with one's fingers. And yet, they used Braille on a system with a flat screen that you cannot feel. So they used visual Braille. It's weird. It's like you're using Braille for a purpose that it literally, it cannot serve its original purpose the way you've used it. You've made something made for accessibility and made it inaccessible. Reggies do have eyes. It's the 4th letter in their name. Yeah, no, I feel like the dots on them are probably sensors, visual sensors of some sort that allow them to create, you know, visual diagnostic data for the environment around them. Oh yeah, getting to the Reggies in Gen 3 is like pain in the butt. You know, you have to have a coelacanth, you know, what is it? What's the Pokemon version of a coelacanth? Relicanth in like your 6th, and you need a Wailord, and they need to be in particular places in your party. And it's just nonsense. Good luck grinding up a Wailord. Very slow. So, like, on the one hand, I like that they made a really involved quest to get these legendaries. On the other hand, it's not a fun quest. You're just gonna be exasperated after every time we see those two. Eyebrow game strong. And there's our Poke Flute. So now we can clear Snorlax out of the way. Now Snorlax, I believe, actually has a somewhat complicated... Hey, look at this! Yow! Ah, this is dope. Love it. Snorlax is the first of several kind of interesting capture experiences wherein you have to beat it in a battle and then catch it in the typical catching minigame. It's weird. It's interesting. They do it for the legendary birds and Mewtwo as well, I believe. In my original playthrough of this, I rode around on a Rhydon, and it was very cool. This is also very cool. So I think what we'll want to do here is make our way down to the Snorlax. Not catch it, but get it out of the way. Grab a rod, catch a Tentacool. I don't know if we probably want to put Tentacool on our team somewhere, but I actually really like how our team is right now. Having the water type might be good, but as it stands, I really like my team. Let's put Thunderbolter up front here. Yeah, Tentacool is dope. That's the thing. I think having a Tentacruel would be extremely cool. Like right now, I'm thinking maybe take off Dora Jr. But I like both Sun King Pun and Dora Jr. But they're a little bit redundant. And, you know, this way, you know, Sun King Pun doesn't live in original Dora's shadow, whereas Dora Jr. a little bit does. I know. Think about it. What do you guys think? Yeah, Rhydon is very slow to ride around on, but also dope as heck. So... Oh no, are we having audio-video sync issues again in this episode? I'm not seeing the frame rate issues that I was in session 2 or whatever it is. Yeah, refresh it and see. Because I really... Okay, seems kinda harsh. That's good. Because I really don't want to have to deal with live technical issues. Hate them when they're not live. Okay, it's good? It's alright? Okay, cool. Oh man, sweet flips. Okay, so this upcoming Snorlax, does anyone know its moveset? Because I'm thinking putting Gastrodon out there, Toxic, and not being able to be touched by its normal type moves would be dope, but if it has something like Bite or Crunch, that's a little less great. Now you have to have a Pokemon on your party, in order to ride it, Harsh. So if I were doing a normal type run, which was one of the options on the poll, I'd probably ride around on Snorlax, but it's not what happens here. Oh, immunity. Well, no, immunity is an ability. There are no abilities in this game. Yeah. So I think we're okay on that front. Yo, look, if Snorlax could chill without being in the party, I'd be on board. But such is not the case. I don't remember what Black and White 2 water looks like. All I remember is Basculin. Oh no! Oh! Oh no. Georgine, let's have you. I know you don't. Actually, you don't really think great there. Actually, it's stuck in Thrash, which doesn't affect Gastrodon, so. Nice. That'll work perfectly. Yeah, I mean, Pokemon Let's Go Snorlax. I'm on board. Make that the third version, Nintendo. I don't know why this guy's a level 27 match perp. Look at your life choices. Let's see here. Ooh, that is some good looking water. For sure, Harsh. For sure. Ooh, we got a cool guy. I think one of the earlier episodes we did talk Johto mascots. Togepi, I think definitely. Pichu and Togepi, maybe? Or Pichu and Meryl. I feel like they might choose Pichu for marketing purposes. I mean, I'd be on board for a Let's Go Hoppit for sure, but it seems like they're going 2-staged evolutions. At least they did in this game. Hey, can I use the Poké Flute? No, I can't. Darn. Actually, starting off with a Pichu or an Azurill, they wouldn't do Azurill because Azurill was 3rd gen for some reason. Be really hard. These baby Pokemon are not very good at combat. Oh, I feel like Growlithe and Houndour, they wouldn't do Growlithe because Growlithe is Gen 1, and they didn't really do anything new with it Gen 2. Into the dudes with Earthquake. Got some strong moves, but we're going okay. Oh yeah, Growlithe is a very good boy. You will know it. I will have you know that I am a big fan of Growlithe. You'll recall my Y series had a very good Growlithe in it. Well, if they were going to do Legendary Beasts, I think they would do Let's Go Raikou and Let's Go Entei, since Suicune already has Crystal. But that would be utter nonsense for them to do, so I don't think they will. Okay, so I think let's lead with Gastrodon, try to Toxic here. Oh yeah, I want to be on Entei's back, for sure. Get up on the Raikou's back. All right. So here we get, I think this is the first time we've actually heard the wild Pokemon battle theme, right? So I don't think they do this music for catching. Ooh! Oh dearie me. Let's see if Golbam can weather a hit here and get it confused. Yeah, no, this is a good remix, I think. I like it. It's a very Pokemon X and Y style remix, though, I will say. The electric guitar that it has, very X and Y. Whew. Nice work, Golbam. There's also a timer on this battle, which is really interesting. Let's go for some defensive here. Eat butts! Can't toxic it while it's asleep, unfortunately. I hope this doesn't become a roadblock, because I'm looking at that timer and I'm like, it's breaking down fast. Oh, don't do that. Critical. Come on, come on. Oh, no. Oh, so close. If this is a one-shot, though, no. Yeah, it's going to have a couple turns to rest here. This thing is not obeying Sleep Claws. Yeah, I can't catch it until I knock it out, so I need to get in that last bit of damage. But it's not resting. Whoop. Yeah, Callie, you're about to see how it works. Anything will be faster, right? Alright. Now, the question is, what happens if I run away here? Do I need to try to catch it here? Or is this, can I just run away? Do we know? Someone answer my question. Do we know? Yeah, I mean, I hope they don't force me to catch it, but it wouldn't be the first time. So we had to catch Zekrom / Reshiram in Black and White. It wouldn't make that big of a difference if I tried to catch it, but I will just run away. Alright, good. Cool. I assume this thing respawns. But alright, let's... Oh, we got one more dude here. Bellray up first. Hey, we got extremely cute riding, Harsh. I'm not going to heal up right now because we're just going to the fishing guru here to grab a rod that will catch a tentacool, and then we'll just about wrap up this session. So I'll fly back to Vermilion or Lavender or something. Yeah, did not catch the Snorlax because it's not a poison type, and we are only catching poison types. We are only catching the first. We're catching one. I guess I can't technically say the first because we didn't manage to catch that first Ghastly, but no, only catching poison type. I mean, other than, you know, we didn't even catch Eevee, technically, so... Ooh. That was not very effective. This thing's level 36. Tricky. See how this goes. Send in Golbam and revive Gastrodon, I think is the way to go. Yeah, I think when I eventually do need to catch more things, I'm pretty sure I can just catch more of the same poison types, and that will work towards the accumulated total that I need. I think what I'll probably do is chain Weedles in Viridian Forest, and then once I've gotten enough, cap it off catching a Bulbasaur. Yeah, I do. I love having the physical special split. I also love not having to worry about levitating abilities. Has just the right mixture of complexity for me. Okay. Let's get ourselves a rod. Or is he the move deleter now? Oh god dang it. I don't think we get a rod here. Well, no Tentacool for a while then. That puts off that decision. In that case, I think now's the time for us to... Hi there. I think now's the time for us to fly back to... No fishing rod at all! Okay, alright. Then I think what we're going to do, we're going to fly to Lavender Town. We're wrapping up this session here. In the next episode, we will continue our way down to Fuchsia, get Surf there, and grab a Tentacool. I've been living a lie this whole time. Okay. So yeah, be thinking in the backs of your minds, my fellow co-conspirators here, how we might want to integrate Tentacool into our team, because I think it would be cool to do so. But I also like a lot of our team here. So, just keep it in mind. Think about it until next Friday. Probably later in the afternoon / beginning of the evening for Pacific time on Friday. But until then, thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.